Shalom, Israel. It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. This just don't make no damn sense, y'all. So Joe Biden, our president, just denied disaster relief for all the residents of Ohio. And we can go ahead and go through Ohio, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, West Virginia. He denied disaster relief. Meanwhile, they're spending billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. He signed off for Ukrainians, for foreign relations, while right here in the country, there looks to be some sort of chemical warfare taking place. Literally, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It looks like chemical warfare. On top of all of that, Detroit just got hit. Well, I'm saying got hit like a nuke dropped or something to that effect, because it's almost like what it is. Detroit just had a train derailed. Check this out, people. Check this out. The train derailed carrying toxic chemicals. To me, this looked like the King Alfred plan. This looked like Agenda 21. This looked like all the things that the so-called conspiracy theorists have been talking about for decades now. We're talking about chemical warfare. And it doesn't make any sense that the president will turn down sending the people the disaster relief that's needed. Listen, everybody's water should be tested in those regions that I just listed. Everybody's water supply needs to be tested. Their homes need to be tested. The air needs to be tested. And it is actually a lot that needs to take place in these locations. And this is supposed to be the land of liberty, but it seems that it's nothing but misappropriated wealth. It's disaster after disaster, catastrophe after catastrophe. And only thing I gotta ask myself is, who stands to benefit from all of this chaos that's taking place? Who stands to benefit from it except those who are, basically controlling and manipulating behind the scenes? Who else stands to gain from depopulation other than the same people who push eugenics and everything else? Who else stands to gain than the people who want to see depopulation? Seriously. Somebody said in Cleveland is one of the most broke cities in Ohio. Somebody says last days, I tell you. Absolutely. It is the order out of chaos that they're trying to push, man. And they want to call us crazy. They want to say that we conspiracy theorists. They want to say that something's wrong with us. Anytime you can make a movie and film it in the exact location where the same scenario takes place in the movie, and this happens, and people still running around as if they can't see. I can't wrap my mind around the fact that people are still blind, deaf, docile, idiotic, and foolish. People are still walking around like we're not in times of war. And I'm gonna make this clear. A lot of men gotta step up. A lot of men gotta step up, man. We gotta start doing something for our nation. We gotta start doing something for our people, because it seems like we all we got at this point, man. These people don't give a damn, bro. They won't even send people. They should be sending people kits. There should be kits being sent out to every single home to test the water. Or they should be at least financing people coming through testing people's water. The only thing the news did was tell you that you may want to consider drinking bottled water for now. But we want to see we don't know the long-term effects. Now, the United Nations of Israel, we have, decided to help out and things of that nature. But when the water runs out, what do the people do next? I would have thought that our United States government would step in at some point, although we're trying to provide waters and we're reaching out and sending waters. But I would think that the United States government will actually spend some finances on making sure the long-term effects won't be destroying the people. But no, ladies and gentlemen, this seems like more purposeful every day. Like it was done on purpose every day. Like they don't care. This system, these demons, these people who are in control of major corporations, these people, they don't care about us. Like what my man Pac says, all I gotta say is that they don't give a fuck about us. They do not care about us. They do not give a fuck about you. Wrap your mind around that. And when all hell hit the fan in these last days, when this Babylonian structure falls and it collapses, everybody got to go gravitate towards their own, because that's what's going to happen. You got to ask yourself, who you going to gravitate towards? Who are you going to gravitate towards? Because if you're a selfish energy, if you're an individual who don't know how to get along with others, if you're an individual who don't know how to build with others, and you all for self, who you going to run to? Because you can't rely on this system. It's clear. For all the people out there who's relying on the system right now, believing that they're going to come to your rescue, if Babylon is not showing you anything, if it's not anything you're grasping at this point, I want you to know by the end of this video, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care. It's misappropriated wealth. They don't care about the air that you're breathing in your lungs. These people are destructive. I'm talking about these foreigners. They getting a whole lifestyle. These Ukrainians coming over here, they getting schooling, they getting education, I'm talking about they getting everything. They getting the 40 acres and a mule that belong to us. Some of them already got housing and everything. They got everything. Let me ask you something. Who do you have to support you? At some point, we as people got to say, you know what? These people don't give a damn. And we're going to have to put things in place for ourselves, straight up. Somebody said, Shalom Ak, first and foremost, all praises, honor and glory to the Most High. Thank you. Right. All praises to the Most High. Says, I'm questioning Norfolk Southern now. Why haven't we heard FEMA? Yeah, where's FEMA at? Nobody to come through? And we are to believe that this was not done purposely. I believe it was another chemical fire, correct me if I'm wrong, in Florida as well. How are all of these isolated events strategically taking place all at once? All at once. It don't make no sense, man. Yeah, Congress is silent. The Congress ain't saying nothing. And I want to get into other topics right now. I would have loved to give y'all a motivational talk, but we got more time this weekend. We're going to be doing those. But seriously, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not in a good mood looking at what this country is doing right now. I'm not in a good mood looking at it. I don't like the leadership of this country at all. It's pathetic. That makes no sense. Anytime a disaster happens, our taxpayer dollars are supposed to go towards disaster relief. How could he not sign off on that? Like, what is Joe doing? What is Weekend at Bernie's doing, man? What is Joe Biden doing, bro? Is the man asleep at the wheel? Is that the case? Because this country looks a lot like, the leadership of this country is beginning to look like this to me. You got a melanated woman underneath a man who seems like he's about to croak. And this shows you the mentality of our country, right? Because it really reminds me of the sack chaser, the gold digger, melanated woman who gets married to an old Caucasian white man who's about to pass away. And people with that opportunistic mentality is the ones who voted both these people in office. And that's how I feel about this country. This country feels like, to me, like it is on its it literally feels like it's on its last leg. That's what it feels like. Like, I don't know what they're doing in Congress. I don't know what they're doing in the presidency, but people need help. And the reason I know people need help is because we're working firsthand with the people and having conversations with people. And there's a lot of things that they keeping on the hush, on the low, that the news ain't covering. But the news every now and then will say what's going on, and they'll let it slip through the cracks. But they always contradict themselves in the process. But one thing is for sure, and two things is for certain: the people need the disaster relief. They need it. So what is going on here? What type of esoteric magic do they have going on right now in these states? Somebody said, come out of her, my people. Trust no one but the Most High. We got to come out of her and gravitate towards each other. And, you know, you would be surprised some of the people that I've come in contact with, just, you know, trying to help those in need and doing what it is that we're doing. Some of the people in the comment section, I don't know what's on their mind. I don't know what is wrong with people. I don't understand this religious spirit that people are under, where they say things like, and I'm not saying that this is the case with the person who just commented, but I've seen comments such as, well, you know, we need to just rely on the Most High. We need to rely on the Creator. Oh, well, let's just have faith in the Most High. Listen, let me explain something about religious folks. Let me put this out here right now. Religious folks, they don't take action. And that's the problem. Religious folks are overly religious. Religious folks, they don't bear any fruits. They don't move when it's time to move. They're not proactive. They're not solution based. Religious folks believe in the heat of a catastrophe, while martial law is going on and police are whooping people over the head with whooping sticks. They believe that they can pray it away. They legit believe that they can quote a scripture and that scripture stops whatever happening around them from happening. That's not reality. I teach the Bible, and I'm telling you, that's not reality. Because the Most High God give us free will. He give us the ability to prepare. He give us signs in the heavens. He speaks to us. He gives us warnings. He give us prophets. He give us teachers. He give us fair warning on situations. So for the religious folks who've, excuse me, for the religious folks, please don't do it right now. Don't do it, because we need to take action. We need to take action. How are you going to give somebody scripture before you give them a plate of food to eat? How are you going to give people scripture before they got food? How you gonna give people scripture before they got water? Some of these Israelites, they be in the highways and byways, and they be trying to read scriptures to homeless people. How you gonna give them scripture and they ain't got water to drink? Do that make sense? So please spare me the religious talk. I've came across quite a few people in the comment section that don't even understand what we're supposed to be doing as a nation, as a people, and it's just we're not rocking like that. We're not gonna be doing that. We're not gonna be doing that. Yeah, I mean, oh, Jesus is gonna save us all, so don't worry about it. Let's not put in no groundwork. Let's not support one another. Let's not help each other in time of need. Let's not do anything. Let's be religious. That's the mentality of too many people, bro. Now, on the other hand, I have a lot of great people, and I want to thank my people again. I want to thank a lot of people again who supported in this whole catastrophe that took place in Ohio. Man, like I said, as quick as I can send out waters, as quick as people were basically replacing what was being sent out through newbreed.love. Like, people were donating left and right. Man, it's just a beautiful thing that people step forward, and I have hope. Yesterday I gained a lot of hope in humanity, and I know it's not hopeless for us. I know it's not hopeless for us. I am pissed off at this country right now, not the people. So let's not get it twisted. I'm pissed off at the leadership right now of this country. This doesn't make no logical sense. That they would spend all that money on foreign relations but leave the people high and dry. I mean, are we supposed to be quiet about that? Well, all the voice that I got, I'm gonna speak my mind. You know, I know that on these platforms you got to walk on eggshells. You got to be careful what you say, but honestly, I'm pissed off about it, and I'm gonna speak my mind. It's a travesty. All content creators should be upset about this and actually speak out and be boisterous about the fact that this country is leaving these people stranded. We've had enough of that. I mean, they did it to us. They did it to our people, particularly in Hurricane Katrina, if y'all can remember. They did it to us then. Every time it seems to be a catastrophe in one of these cities, they leave us high and dry. They wasn't rescuing people in time. They sent FEMA way, days later, weeks later. I mean, this kind of stuff right here really pisses me off, because there's so many resources that this country has. We're supposed to be the greatest nation of the world, but these situations can happen, and it's up for us, the people, to get in arms and make sure that we securing each other. And I need people to understand, yeah, if it happened in Flint, Michigan, I need people to understand that it's on us. Nobody else is going to do it. All you so-called mighty men of Yah, men of the Most High. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, there's about to be a level up. There's about to be a level up. The Most High is going to put a lot more responsibilities on us men. He's going to give us a lot more on our table. I'm telling you right now, there are big things happening as we speak. I don't know if I told you, brothers and sisters, this, but the United Nation of Israel, we are going to meet the president of Liberia and the vice president. And there's going to be major discussions put on the table. I'm talking about there's going to be a lot going on. This is major work being done on the ground. In March, I'm going to Liberia for 2 weeks, and there's going to be some things being done. I'm not going to speak too much on what's about to take place, but it's big. And a lot of people who follow on this channel, particularly you men, you need to come in line. You need to, more is required out of men of Yah. That's one thing. That's one thing that you got to understand. Get all that religious garbage out of there. There's more required of you men. We gotta work together. Let me explain something to you. What you should be learning right now in this country, is that we all we got. Literally. The Bible prophesies that when calamity shall come during the end days, everybody's going to flee back to their own respective people. The China man, he's going to go back to the Chinese. He's going to go back to the China. Right? The Arab man, he's going to go back to his people. When Babylon is falling the way it's falling, this is how it's going to go. The Idumeans and Edomites, they're going to go back to their people. While this place is being war struck, everybody's going to flee back into their own people. Are you a selfish energy? Do you think you got it all figured out on your own? Who you going to go back to is the question. Now, y'all know all day I speak about being on your solo tip, being on your lonely, you know, doing what you got to do to level up in life. Spend some time isolated to get the Most High, get his word. I speak about this all the time. But at the same time, there's balance to this. You're supposed to be and basically casting away all the toxic people. That time alone is to get rid of all of the toxicity in your life. Get rid of all the individuals who ain't supposed to be there. It's a purge. But what you're supposed to be doing is attracting the right people. The book of Proverbs says, when you do the work of the Most High, you will be surrounded by kings. You'll be surrounded by kings, mighty men. You'll be at the council, sitting around a table of righteous, mighty men. And these words are coming true. They jumping right off the page. Personally, for me in my life, those words are jumping off the pages. What a lot of people fail to realize is what your Umars, your Umar Johnsons, your Brother Polites, your I don't know, Tariq Nasheeds and all them, they not doing what New Breed is doing. They're not doing what I'm doing. All these Pan-Africans and Egyptologists, and it ain't even just about me. They're not doing what we're doing. They can go back and forth to Africa all they want, but until you sitting down with the president and vice president and making something really work for your people, you ain't doing nothing. Only Israel can do that. The Most High can only open those doors for the men of Israel, Yehuda, Judah. So they can, all these Pan-Africans, y'all can play all these little games and all that, lie to the people, swindle the people, scam artists and all of that. Y'all can do all that all you want. We're not doing that over here. We're not doing that. And I'm going on a bit of a rant, man, right now, but I need people to understand the importance of what's being built, man. Yeah, man, it's just a damn shame. And everybody thumb the video up. Everybody thumb the video up. YahwehGather.us/brotherhood. We need able bodies. We need able bodies. We are at war, men. We at war. It's time to build. It's time to dig wells right now. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It's time to dig wells right now. It's time to build homes right now. It's time to build community. It's time to plant farms. I don't want to hear no damn religious talk coming from nobody. And let's make this clear. We ain't forming groups. We ain't forming churches so we can come together and debate Bible and see who know the most scriptures. No, we're working. We need able-bodied brothers. We ain't coming together to be religious and talk about the Bible all day. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing over here. Understand that. Too many people playing too many games, man. And for those who want to be of any assistance to the people in the affected areas of the Ohio train derailment. You can purchase water on newbreed.love and it will go towards the cause. And whatever's left over from the cause, we're going to work on supplying wells on the land. So it'll still go towards water, whatever is not provided, because if we've got more donations than is being sent out, we'll use it for a well. That's what we'll use. That's what it'll go towards. It'll go towards those who are running the site, the organizers, but also some money will be put away to actually put a well on the land. All right. So if you want to participate, that's how you can help. Newbreed.love. There's a link right there where you can purchase the water. Now, for those who need water, we're sending like 4 or 5 cases per family. For those who need the water, you use your love note if you in the affected areas. I want you to pay attention. Please follow directions. Please follow directions. There's so many people who are not in the affected areas who use their redeemable code. And people in New York, Atlanta, different places, like, that's not what you're supposed to do. Don't use your redeemable code unless you're in the affected areas, right? Because we want to make sure those people get what they need. So don't just be using it. We got your address. Your address is on file. So it's not just free water for everybody in the nation. It's for people in the affected areas where the water may be toxic. All right. So please follow directions on the site, because there was a lot of orders that were like that. Yeah, somebody said they are so spiritually dead, walk around here. Lord, give us the strength. Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of people still walking around spiritually dead, acting if nothing is going on in the world. Like, it's like, this is enough to know that we in those times. This is enough to know we in those times. So, also join me at YahWillGather.us. Join me in my group. I'm gonna actually put the link to my group on the website. It's like our own personal Instagram group. I'll be taking to it tonight. All the brethren, they let me know that the chat was lit. I'm getting up in there, and so we can build and we can do this firsthand, right? And I want to thank everybody who supported, though. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm a little bit frustrated today because I just don't understand how the powers that be can be so treacherous, and they really don't care about us. They don't give a damn about us, bro. We all we got. And it's like, I guess I'm a bit frustrated because I need everybody to know that we all we got. And years down the line, it's almost like it's going to take years down the line for people to look back on this video and be like, damn, he was saying that 2 years ago that we all we got. But unfortunately, a lot of people going to be in a real bad situation at that time, and they didn't take, the proper measures to plug in with people and actually have that support system. Because for those who don't know, when you purchase a love note, you are now in our system. It's people displaced right now in Ohio. So, we able to give these people who have Ohio address, we able to give them a complimentary call. That goes a long way. Hey, ring up. Hey, are you okay? We know that certain people are being displaced in your area. We want to make sure you straight. Do you have water? Do you have flashlights? Do you have materials? Because we are a family, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't about no church. This ain't about no camp. There's people who watch this channel who don't even believe my same beliefs. They don't even believe the Bible. There's people who watch me who don't believe the Bible, but they got themselves a love note just because they believe in nation building. All you got to do is believe in nation building, unity, the concept of one hand washes the other. That's all you got to do to get yourself a love note. Let me wipe the screen off, y'all. Looks a little bit blurry. All you got to do is believe in nation building, man. We got our own ecosystem. We have our own ecosystem. Yeah, and y'all hit that like one time. Hit that like. Somebody said I can work large contract cooking and other things to continue and volunteer work if needed. I'm there. See, that's what, listen, get into the group. YahWillGather.us, newbreed.love. You can even you can hit me up on Instagram, but I would rather, I'm trying to basically detach from all their social media. I want our people to get used to contacting us in our own social media opposed to going to theirs. Right? Let's work with our own. We got the platform set up already. So I'll share the link. It's going to be a Wix link in the description box. I'm going to share that as soon as this ends, right? And let me tell y'all, man, for people in those areas, do not boil the water. Do not boil the water and then think it's okay to feed your babies and make your babies bottles. All right, don't do that. It's a molecular problem. It's a molecular problem. There's molecules involved. Only thing boiling water does is kill bacteria. There's a difference between bacteria and a molecular change in the water. Okay? They're molecules. So do not boil the water and then feed it to your children. Don't do that. Get the water. If you really need the water, you can't afford it, and you are a love no holder, or if you can afford it but you just want extra water, at least until you can get your water tested. At least until you can get your water tested, you'll have some water put aside, you know, a couple weeks worth, and you can even use some of that to wash with and so forth. Like, just be on the safe side. We always preach take the safe route. Yep. Somebody said I'm good at sculpting designs. Art is my gift. So physical building wouldn't be a problem for me. See, all praises to the Most High. Y'all know where to go if you really want to lend a helping hand, because I'm at the point where I'm disgusted in this system. I have no trust in this system. I feel like I will only find peace if I'm in my own land with my people. I will only find peace then. I cannot find peace within this system. That's how I'm beginning to feel, y'all. Like, I don't want no parts of this land. I'm to the point I don't even really want to be out no more. And y'all know me, I know how to turn up. I know how to get lit, right? I know how to go places and have fun. I'm to the point I don't desire that no more. The desire to be among these cities and among these people is leaving me. I feel it every day. My desire to be among the cities every day is leaving. I don't care for it. I want to be somewhere with my people. I'm at the point where I'm tired of this system. And everybody, and all the brothers in the truth, everybody think they a man. You know, I'm a grown man. I am the truth. I ain't gotta follow this and follow that. I don't even see it that way. I think that we need to raise the standards as men to what a man actually is. Because if you ask me, the white men they the only men. They the only men. You know why? Because they control every damn thing. That's a man. Until we got our own land, until we got our own homes, until we got something that we can say is our own, we owning some acres, owning some towns, we ain't men. As far as I'm concerned. How you gonna call yourself a man and you don't own jack shit? Well, you gotta go to another man for everything. Where they're your boss and your ruler for everything. Everything. But unfortunately, the only way to man up in this country is we work together like men are supposed to. The same way when they wrote out when they wrote out their declarations, when they came to this country, they sat around a round table like men, and they said, even though they did it in carnage and destruction and pillaging and destroying, they did it in the worst way possible. But they sat around and they planned. They sat around and they planned how they would take over land masses, how they would occupy territory. They planned how they were going to build everything, how they were going to, how they were going to put people to work, and so on and so forth. How are we going to be men? How we gonna say we meant and we ain't making our own declarations? We ain't building nothing. Seriously, we just gotta do better, bro. We gotta do better. There's a lot of things that need to be done, and I don't mean to make this a preaching thing towards y'all. I'm just disappointed in this nation for not sending help when help is needed, and I want people to really know the severity of this situation. I am tired of these catastrophes taking place and they're not sending help for our people. We all we got. The bottom line is we all we got. And I need everybody to understand that. Right? And I had to come through with this quick rant. Y'all forgive me for ranting today. It is what it is. This is how I'm feeling. Yeah, somebody said this country is broke. No, they not broke. They can print off money like Monopoly paper, bro. Yeah, they can print it off like Monopoly paper. They can send help to those people. They can send help with no problem. Why are you disappointed, New Breed? You know what type of nation we live in. Why am I disappointed? Because never before in history have they totally denied disaster relief on something so huge. That's why I'm disappointed. Listen, if you study history, there's certain pivotal points you can literally point to, and you would know that they're going further in the agenda to depopulate and destroy. There's certain moments you can point to, and this is one of them. This is one of them. Yes, I know what kind of country we in. There's no doubt about that. But what I'm explaining to you is, at the very least, I would have thought that they would have sent some type of relief. And they did not. They showed that they don't care about the people. And the people, I don't find the need to explain why I'm disappointed. It should be obvious. It should be obvious. I know America's evil, but damn it, they never cease to disappoint you. They always find a way to one-up themselves. Soon as you think they can't go no further, they got shapeshifters taking over churches. Soon as you think they can get no further, all the preachers, you know, they in cahoots with the celebrities. Soon as you think they can't go no further, they'll do something where they went further. And they push the envelope, and it disgusts you every time. It gets me every time. I don't know. But through all of this, there has been a silver lining. Like I said, I found some hope in humanity based on the people here, the people who are present right now, listening to this content. I have found some hope in humanity. I know that these people in this chat, these people viewing, these people who are regulars and support this work, I know that we are the elected. I know that we are the chosen. There's not a doubt in my mind that we are going to be the ones to make a change in this planet. And we're going to be the ones to come together. And we're going to be preserved through all of these situations. There's not one doubt in my mind now. Based on the love that was shown for humanity and the people who stepped up on this channel, y'all wouldn't believe it. I'm telling you, as quick as I can send waters out, it was being replaced. People was donating. People was making sure, literally, with the audience I have, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who are very happy, even to the point where a couple individuals, we reached out to a few people in Missouri, just because that borderlines Kentucky, Missouri, we even reached out to some of them to see if they needed help. So, I mean, I'm ecstatic about the support and the fact that people actually came together and was like, yo, let's make sure these people got water. That alone showed me that we're in the right direction, and that the Love Note system in itself is actually doing exactly what it was set up to do. And it's beautiful. I mean, it worked perfectly. People fulfilled, you know, people put in their order, they used their redeemable Love Note code, and everything worked. It worked like clockwork. And I just want to say, you know, shout out to all the brethren that was assistant, all the sisters that's assisting in the process, helping relieve the people, because our government ain't gonna do it. Our government ain't gonna do it. And let's not get it twisted. It is our due diligence and our responsibility to help those in need, and not do it for the sake of bragging rights or nothing like that. Because, you know, all the people who were sending contributions, they didn't do it so they can get shouted out. Because the list would have been too innumerable for me to go down the list and shout out everybody who donated to those in need. They didn't do it for that. They did it because it was out of the kindness of their heart. And that's what it's supposed to be like. Not like the hypocrites who want to show everything they doing and you know, use it to seem holier than thou. Listen, if I could have done it, if I could have done my part without announcing it, I would have done that. But unfortunately, you know, I have to announce the website and how people can help. But it's just an honor to have people like that. That shows to me that there's some good-hearted people on here. So when y'all see me ranting, I'm just talking to those in the overflow who really don't support. I'm really trying to help them understand that we all we got. We all we got. And I thank the Most High for giving us the position to be able to have these resources. I thank the brethren who were able to set up these platforms, you know, who made it so we can use these things, and they can actually help people. So now the prototype is there. Philanthropy has been revolutionized altogether. So, man, I am grateful, just a little disappointed at the fact that we may have to, what the next step is, we may have to find a way to get test kits for water. I gotta price those out. I'll talk about that later. We'll see how things go. Maybe I can price out some test kits for water, and anybody who has a love note, maybe we can implement that in the system as well. So we got things that will work out. So get yourself a love note if you don't have one. I thank each and every one of y'all for joining this evening, this afternoon. I want everybody to have a very blessed day. Hey, man, y'all are the best chat on YouTube, the best support system on YouTube. Listen, I love y'all. When I say that, I mean it. I say it after every stream. I love each and every one of y'all who support this work. Man, blessings, many, many blessings to you. I got more motivational content coming this up and coming weekend and this week. Hey, man, there's so much insight the Most High has been bestowing. They got to come to the forefront. Listen, y'all have a blessed day, man. With that being said, shalom and peace.